Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay. You are listening to Wine and Crime, the podcast where two friends chug, wine, chat, true crime, kind of, today, I guess, and unleash their worst Minnesotan accents.
Today's parameters are loose.
They're loose. My name's Amanda.
My name's Lucy.
And this week, we have a very special fan pick from Eel Selmer.
Eel Selmer.
Is this their given godly biblical name?
I really hope so. Eel.
I'm feeling Eel Selmer.
What was that? That eel TikTok that you were following? The eel?
Yeah, the guy who had an eel pit in his basement.
Yeah, the eel
And
pit.
he climbed down a little trap door into his unfinished basement that he had flooded with water and just had a walkway and a bunch of eels.
Can you imagine going on a first date with that man and him being like, want to come back to my place and look at my eels?
No, I could barely handle it when I'm just scrolling through the TikToks and then I come across, come with me to feed my eels in my eel pit. Get ready with me as I go into my eel pit.
It wasn't terribly lit.
No.
It was a kind of it seems like he spent a lot of resources on it.
Yeah, this was definitely a project. Those eels are living. So I hope Eel Selmer is at least living as large as the eels in the eel pit. Clearly they are if they are getting a fan pick. God bless them. But today's episode is not about eels because Eel Selmer has chosen chicken crimes. And this kind of isn't our first time discussing certain chicken crimes. We've talked about farming,
Chicken nugget
crimes had a lot
bird crimes.
Had a lot of land disputes and people harming each other's farm chickens, et cetera, et cetera. And there are a lot of really sad stories about conditions for chickens that we eat and that, whose eggs we consume. And I didn't go there because we've talked about that before. And I just wanted to have a little bit of fun. We've had a lot of dark crimes recently. Also, oh my God, Karen Reed verdict came in just before we started recording. Did you see that?
What? No.
Okay.
Not guilty. OWI?
Okay, so you're on the right track.
Okay.
For those who do not know, and we're not going to get into all of it because obviously there's documentaries, this whole podcast. This has been wild, but
as we're recording, this is 5 minutes old news.
Literally
so
5 minutes old news. So this is her second trial, and the defense strategy in this trial was essentially to allow for additional charges, which include the OUI, or essentially a DUI, driving while under the influence, which we know she did. She admitted to in the last trial.
Yeah, she had a vodka soda in the
cup holder or whatever.
The cup holder.
So they brought those charges against her and the manslaughter and fleeing the scene of an accident charges against her. And she's not guilty for manslaughter, but she is guilty for the OUI. So it's okay, we got her for something. She'll either pay a fine or do maybe a little bit of time. We don't know what the sentencing is yet.
Yeah.
But then this will finally be fucking over. So
not guilty.
Mm-hmm. For the big one, not guilty. Can you believe?
I mean, the cops fucked that up from start to fucking finish.
Correct.
So it to the point where it almost doesn't matter what really happened. They dropped the ball so goddamn hard.
Yeah. Well, it's we discussed the last time we talked about this case, and we have many times. It's I don't know whether or not she did it. I still don't know, but the state, certainly the prosecutor's office, did not do its job in bringing enough evidence to convict her. The burden of proof is on the state, and they did not do their job the first time, which led to a hung jury and a mistrial. And now this is her second trial, and they clearly were not able to bring enough evidence to convict her for manslaughter this time either. So they got her for something that they could stick her with. The defense agreed to it. because they were like, fine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fine.
our friend in Boston, her name is Missy. Hi, Missy, if you're listening, is a lawyer and has been like balls deep in the Karen Reed case since day one. And she was saying that the defense strategy was really, really smart and that this will likely be studied in law schools for like years to come, how they framed her case. So, you know, if you are of a legal mind or you're really interested in like those legal strategies and things like that, there certainly are already podcasts about her first trial. But I am confident there will be some legal breakdown podcasts of her second trial. And I'm sure HBO Max will put out a second season of the Karen Reed documentary. And I hope they do go into some of the strategy because it is really fascinating to read about. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, breaking news that you're getting 3 weeks later because we are recording ahead because we have a lot of travel this summer. But yeah.
Well, this episode comes out the day after my birthday, which will also be old news by the time you're listening to this.
Happy birthday, Lucy.
Thank you. It was a good one.
28 looks good on you.
28.
Hey.
God bless.
I'm a good friend. I'm a good fucking friend.
You're a great friend.
All right, but again, this is not Karen Reed crimes. This is not Lucy's fucking birthday crimes. I love you. I'm sorry. That was mean. But as we record
you went on and on about Karen fucking Reed, not at all about my 28th birthday.
I sure didn't, because I didn't know when this episode came out exactly, and it's not your birthday yet. But I promise to go on and on for your actual birthday. I'll commit to that.
Okay. Chickens.
But
look at all those chickens.
Look at all these chickens. I love that vine. It's so good. Yeah, we're rocking chicken crimes, and I wanted to provide 2 pairings today. 2 pairing possibilities that I think fit the bill perfectly. So for our liquid pairing, I Googled chicken wine.
Oh, why?
Well, it turns out last year there was a viral boost of this specific wine called La Vieille Ferme, or the Old Farm, specifically the rosé, which can be purchased at Total Wine for about $10, but it's like a whole thing. So from bonappetit.com, there is an article from October of 2024 called Meet Chicken Wine, the internet's latest it girl wine.
Oh.
One night, my roommate asked me, almost conspiratorially, if I wanted a glass of chicken wine. Her eyes glimmered with mirth. I heard those 2 words again sometime later when I came across a TikTok of someone exalting their own love of the $10 pale rosé that had become a staple in our refrigerator. As it turned out, the wine wasn't just popular in our Brooklyn apartment, and we weren't the only people calling it chicken wine. It has a cute chicken on the label.
That's the only reason they call it chicken wine?
I believe so, but we'll learn a little bit more. La Vieille Ferme, which makes red wine, white wine, and rosés, is having a moment right now, and not just in the United States. According to Mark Perrin, CEO of Famille Perrin, and 5th-generation family member, the brand recently hit 1 million case sales within the last 12 months in the UK and is on track to do the same in the United States, all with little to no marketing and advertising. Sommeliers, country club moms, and even a few underage drinkers are all abuzz about chicken wine. Scroll the chicken wine tag on TikTok and you'll find dozens of people, mostly from the UK, extolling their love of the wine, the rosé in particular, which is the one that I am recommending for the pairing today. It does look really good, and a $10 bottle of rosé, like, hi. And I love a French rosé. They're usually really delicate, but not too sweet, and they finish nice and dry. Big fan. Quote, it kind of plays into the whole I'm just a girl trope, says UK content creator Stephanie Booth, referencing the popular meme.
I've seen this damn wine.
Encapsulating the contradicting whimsy and struggle of being a girl in the 2020s. Famille Perrin, the family-run wine conglomerate that owns La Vieille Ferme and other high-end luxury labels like Chateau de Beaucastel and the infamous Brangelina wine Miraval
Oh, God.
has been selling La Vieille Ferme since 1970. So it's been around forever, but it just went viral like last year, which is super funny.
All right. I'm following them on Instagram now.
Doy. The New York Times even wrote about it in 1976, calling it an excellent buy at $25 a case. So this wine has been about that life forever. It was cheap back in the day, and it's cheap now, but it's delicious, apparently. Quote, the idea was, we do haute couture, but let's also do the pret-à-porter, says Perrin. In parentheses, the wine's name, which means the old farm in French, refers to his parents' stone farmhouse. I don't know what pret-à-porter means, but maybe cheap.
It means ready to wear.
Oh, okay. Way to go, Frenchie. What drew Booth to La Vieille Ferme was the price, just about £7 sterling in the United Kingdom, or about $10 here in the States. In Booth's experience, cheaper wines tend to taste, well, cheap, touched with a sweetness hinting at the hangover to come. But with chicken wine, quote, you don't feel like you're drinking cheap wine. And this is the shit that I love. La Vieille Ferme is not a complex or luxury wine that you're meant to swirl about in your glass and delicately sniff, waxing poetic on its subtle notes of crushed berries and crisp citrus. It is, however, consistent and well-made for relaxed consumption at the end of a long day. And isn't that its own sort of luxury? Chicken wine is crisp and vibrant without pomp and circumstance. For the everyday wine drinker, it belies its $10 price tag.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a Southern Rhone viticultural area, French vineyard that it's coming from. It's
cute.
Good. It's great wine. I'm not going to keep reading. This goes on, and we don't need to know any more about this, but it is a screw top. It is available at Total Wine. When I Googled it, there was a DoorDash recommendation to have it delivered to me. So like it's very easy to get. So that is the liquid pairing that I have today. And then my herbal pairing that I have today that I thought was very appropriate is a strain that we have in abundance currently in my neck of the woods, aka my basement. And that is Wingsuit.
That's the name of it?
Yes. The chickens have wings.
Cute.
This has been my go-to fave because I feel like it achieves both a euphoric but also fairly relaxing effect. And so I can smoke this during the day and not feel like I am melting into the couch and still feel energized. And like I can bring this to a party and still have a great time and have it be kind of a pick-me-up. But then I can also hit this before bed and feel that euphoria and kind of that body relaxation. It's good for pain management. It's good for, has anti-inflammatory properties. It's really nice. So Wingsuit, again, it's a hybrid strain, so it's not like either sativa nor indica. It's the baby of both. This strain often makes people feel euphoric, focused, and energetic. And some people have noted some anxiety from consuming this strain. I have an anxiety disorder personally, and I have not experienced that as a side effect of this strain, but I definitely have felt the euphoria and the energy, and I really, really, really like it.
Okay.
So those are my recommended pairings while I drink my water and puff my wingsuit. So let's take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors so I can take a rip, and then we can dive back into chicken crimes.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Let's do it. With summer in full swing, you get that urge to refresh your closet. You're sick of the same shorts and tops and leggings and sweatshirts. It's all old. It's sweaty. You're over it.
It's black. It's monochrome.
Yes, but you don't want to waste money on pieces that you're only going to wear once for just one season. And I got to tell you, that's where Quince comes in. Their clothes are timeless. They are such high quality. They feel so luxurious. They look elevated. These are like staples that are easy to just have as your base in your wardrobe. And the quality, like I said, it's way beyond what you would expect for the price. It's the kind of wardrobe upgrade that just like clicks in every way.
Yep. I can't go to the Quinn's website anymore without putting multiple items in my cart.
Girl.
Last week, I ordered a new bedspread, like a blue quilt for my bed.
Cute. I can't wait to see that.
Shams. It's really cute.
Yeah, they have way more than clothes. I live in my gold paperclip necklace. I literally never take it off. I don't think I've taken it off since I got it, and I can attest it does not like discolor or irritate my skin. I have very sensitive skin. The quality is so nice.
Yes, they've got shoes, they've got bags, 100% European linen tops that start at $30.
Yeah.
Their linen collection is unbelievably cute.
The best.
They have washable silk dresses and skirts and little tops. They have soft cotton sweaters, versatile warm weather pieces that you're going to reach for again and again. And the best part is everything with Quinn's is half the cost of similar brands. So by working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middlemen, Quinn's gives you luxury without the markup. For a king-sized quilt, like bedspread, and 2 king-size shams, well under $200.
That's wild. Bedding is so expensive.
I know.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. And Quinn's only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes, so you can feel really good about getting stuff from Quinn's. And you're going to want to, trust me.
Yeah, and you'll have that bedding forever because their stuff is so high quality and holds up really well.
And it's cute.
It's so cute. So give your summer closet an upgrade with Quince. Go to quince.com/wine for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/wine to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/wine.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack sponsor. IQ Bar is the better-for-you, plant protein-based snacks made with brain-boosting nutrients to refuel, nourish, and satisfy hunger without the sugar crash.
Listen, y'all know I am a type 1 diabetic girly who struggles to eat breakfast. And IQ Bar has completely changed that game for me to have something easy to grab that is actually like high quality and is going to keep me feeling good and energized and like full in the morning. It's kind of wild. IQ Bar's plant protein bars are packed with high quality ingredients to help keep you physically and mentally fit. Here's why this works so well for my kind of restrictive at times diet. So like if you're wondering if these would work for you, the likelihood is very high that they will, because IQ Bar is completely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners for a natural anytime snack. I'm hearing about a lot more people who are developing soy and dairy allergies.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. So it's nice to know that you have something that you just don't have to worry about it because this stuff is not in there. Try any of their 9 delicious flavors, including mint chocolate chip, chocolate sea salt, banana nut, toasted coconut chip, my personal favorite, the lemon blueberry. But I also love peanut butter chip. That is quickly climbing the ladder to become one of my fave go-tos. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are starting their days on the right foot with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. My husband makes coffee every day, but it's like jet fuel. I cannot drink it, but I really like their mushroom coffee mixes. They're so easy to grab and, mix it in with a little bit of my almond milk, and I'm like good to go. It's been so great for the morning routine.
And right now, IQ Bar is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus get free shipping. To get your 20% off, text GALS to 64,000. Text GALS to 64,000. That's GALS to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
I have really sensitive skin, so when I shave, what I use to shave has to be really good quality stuff. You know what I mean? Like I need the good shaving like gel or shaving cream. I need a good razor. It's pretty rare that I even like razor shave all the way down to the skin on most parts of my body, but a couple times a year, especially in the summer when I'm like a little sweatier and I just want that smooth feel of the underarms and the legs, I do go there. And thank God we've met Flamingo, because I'm telling you, from the bath to the beach, Flamingo is keeping you smooth, whatever the season and whatever your like hair body hair maintenance needs are. They have shaving, hair removal, and body care products that are built with your body in mind. And Flamingo is revolutionizing hair removal and body care by focusing on what's important. We're talking high quality, affordable solutions for the places that, even if it's only once in a while, you really want smooth.
Yeah, we're showing a lot of skin this summer. It's skin summer.
It's big skin summer, baby.
Big skin summer. And there have been times when I've emerged from the shower, just blood running down my legs.
Yeah, you've done work.
Yeah, it's not great. But Flamingo's razors have flexible hinge designs to hug every curve of your body and your knees. My God,
knees are the hardest.
The knees are the hardest. One of my other favorite Flamingo products is their aftershave serum, their post-shave serum. Oh, my Lord. It's like,
I know.
It's better than lotion. I'm very much into skincare, especially the hydration aspect of it. This serum, I put it on my body when I haven't even shaved. It's like a hyaluronic acid infused serum. It's absolutely incredible. So all of their razors are designed with your comfort in mind. They have the original razor that's great for your everyday shave. They've got a pubic razor that's specifically designed for coarser hair and shaving the hard to reach spots. And they have their new Moisture Plus razor. So it's just a one-step razor. It's perfect for like travel. Yeah, they've got a whole line of products. It's not just razors. You gotta go to their website and check them out.
I have a little travel size can of their shaving, like their foaming shaving gel. That stuff is magic.
Yeah.
It's so creamy and smooth, and it's the best way to make sure you're not missing any spots. Like, I'm obsessed with it. So keep smooth and refreshed with Flamingo hair removal products made with your body in mind. Get started with an exclusive offer for our listeners, 25% off your first order at shopflamingo.com/gals. That's shopflamingo.com/gals. We're back after spending 10 minutes trying to make a thumbs up or thumbs down feature work on Riverside. Doesn't want to work for me. Maybe my thumbs are invisible.
Works for the birthday girl.
Oh! Yuck. Lucy, what do you have on the docket for us for chicken crimes?
Some really random shit.
I can't wait.
So first of all, our old pal Eel wanted an update. Remember? I don't even remember what it was. When I had that fucking chicken
Yes.
that was up on my porch all the time.
I've been wondering what happened. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
I believe you.
Told some of the neighborhood cats where they could find the chicken.
Ringing the dinner bell on her porch.
Well, kind of, because I had all the bird seed on my porch. That's why the goddamn chicken kept coming up, shitting everywhere.
The shitting. And it's not a small amount of shit. Why is there speaking of small amount of shit? There's so much fuzzy crap in my hair, and I don't know why. Continue.
There's fuzzy crap in chicken shit, too.
Why?
They're feathers.
Oh.
There's always just feathers, you know. Anyway, so shortly after the last time I mentioned this demon chicken, I did not see him anymore. I also didn't hear him, and I no longer hear him, so I think, well, maybe he was old.
He or she gone.
They gone.
They gone.
But there is still a chicken statue outside my new neighbor's house.
Oh, God. Maybe it's
the neighbor whose son heard me screaming at the chicken that one time, and then the chicken statue came out. So I felt like it was intentional, but
I wonder if
the
chicken statue is a memorial to this rascally little chicken.
It didn't belong to them. It belonged to someone the next street over.
Oh, okay.
Because I had my friends across the street who have 2 outdoor cats.
Do you think the chicken statue helps deter other chickens? Like, they see a chicken statue and they're like, oh, that's that chicken's territory.
No, because as we will get to, chickens are actually quite intelligent. They can remember up to 100 different faces of their brethren and or of humans. They would know a statue if they saw
They'd
one.
remember you.
Yeah.
No.
They'd remember you.
No.
So that's the chicken update. It's not here anymore. And I'm okay with
The
that.
chicken could sing, but it couldn't fly.
Sick. Ew. Speaking of neighborhood chickens, I have an incredible article that Amanda sent to me this morning.
I thought this was really interesting, actually.
I know. I read the whole thing and I was like, well, I didn't even really cut that much out of here because it's a very good article.
It's really good.
So this is from the Star Tribune. The headline reads, St. Paul's chicken lady faces legal trouble as birds come flocking in.
Oh, justice for the chicken lady. She's doing amazing work.
She is. Chicken owners from across the Twin Cities have been known to dump fowl on Miranda Meyer's St. Paul doorstep in the middle of the night. Outside her house on Hatch Avenue.
I couldn't believe it. So basically I got like one more paragraph after that and then I was like, I have to stop and send this to Lucy. Like this is right up her alley. When I read Hatch Avenue, girl, I lost it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Excellent. Neighbors stop and watch the birds strut toward feed scattered near Myers' black hearse.
Yeah.
She used to work in the death industry.
She sure
God bless
did.
her.
This woman is amazing.
Hens like Sweet Pea, found half frozen in a bush, ruffle their feathers in a white coop. Myers' rooster, named Jimothy Dean Scrambles,
Jimmy Dean
Jimmy
Scrambles.
perches on a fence and crows.
Jimothy Dean Scrambles.
There's a picture of Miranda with Jimothy Dean on the drive.
That's Jimothy Dean?
One of them is. The picture of her holding a rooster.
Yeah.
That's Jimothy Dean.
Jimothy Dean! He's a handsome boy. Handsome
Good
cock.
boy. Minneapolis animal control officials call Meyer, age 32, to rehome abandoned chickens. So Minneapolis is like, oh, that chicken lady can help us.
And St. Paul. They're both when they're
baby.
When they're animal control. Oh, St. Paul Animal Control wasn't consulting with her?
St. Paul Animal Control has issued citations against her flock, exposing her to legal trouble, even as she pursues work she considers to be within her rights as a tribal member.
Goddamn right. St. Paul, come on.
St. Paul.
She's saving chickens. She's saving you money.
Uh-huh.
Big time.
Meyer is worried that the fowl troubles will worsen this year, saying, quote, we're taking hundreds of birds every summer and it's only getting bigger and bigger. There are so many people who are going into this blind thinking, I just want free eggs, meaning, oh, I could handle a little couple chickens in the backyard for free eggs.
The amount of people in like my neighborhood groups who, after the threats of the Trump tariffs and the rising cost of eggs, were like, let's get chickens. And then all of these people came to the comments being like, trust me, this is not something that you want to take on. Like, it's not cheap. You have to keep them safe and secure. You have to get permitted within the city limits, which like you can. I've lived next to people who had chickens before. And they
stink.
They do stink. And it was fine, but like they spent money on a coop, they spend money on maintenance. They like the rates of bird flu and other illnesses are really high. We have a ton of stray cats in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. It's not as easy to keep chickens. Like if your goal is to get free eggs, let me tell you something. You're not getting free fucking eggs. Yeah. Like, slow down before you think you want to get chickens. Although my other neighbors are getting ducks next year, and I'm very excited about that.
Oh, they're cuter, I think.
They're so cute.
Okay, so Meyer started work in what she called the death industry at age 15. Jealous, queen. After more than a decade of cleaning crime scenes and preparing burials, the constant dealing with death and silence weighed on her.
Oh.
She said, quote, it makes you feel not human because then you can't connect with other people.
Yeah, that's hard.
But I know. But Meyer always felt she could connect with animals, and she said the Standing Rock protests a few years ago inspired a change.
Hell yeah, girl.
Meyer is a member of the Ojibwe tribe whose name, Ikwe Nabawi Wiji Migizi Migwan, means woman who stands with eagle feather.
Oh.
So her name,
Wingsuit.
respects a love of feathers anyway.
Fowl.
Fowl. She said the protests made her think about sustainability, prompting her to adopt 3 chickens. She quickly found that she had a knack for working with the birds. The goal of the operation she runs from her single-family house, called the Balsam Lake Bachelor Flock and Poultry Rehab,
Oh my God.
is to rehabilitate and return chickens and roosters to owners who pay her what they can afford.
Hell yeah.
Very equitable system she's running here.
Seriously.
The rehab runs through her properties in St. Paul and Balsam Lake, Wisconsin, and she says the goal is to help chicken owners and people who can't afford eggs, meat, and high vet bills.
Mm-hmm.
When she can't rehabilitate roosters, Meyer drives them to Balsam Lake and releases them on her 40-acre property, or she slaughters them and brings the meat to neighbors and reservations.
Yeah, if the meat is still okay, but they're not a viable, chicken anymore, like their quality of life wouldn't be good, then that's such a great way to get back to the community to provide, what is viable from that animal to feed people.
This is my favorite part of the article.
Better than Hatch Avenue?
Yes. It makes it so much more holistic and shows how important this service is. So you know how there's a bunch of Hmong people in
Yes, yeah.
the Minneapolis-St. Paul area.
Minnesota has a huge Hmong population.
So Hmong farmers give Meyer leftover vegetables as chicken feed in return for eggs, fertilizer, and meat. She donates dozens of fertilized eggs to St. Paul school teachers who hatch them in their classrooms and return the chicks to her.
Stop it.
The Minneapolis Police Department and Minneapolis Animal Care and Control began phoning for help with chickens abandoned in cemeteries, parking garages, and even found on the tarmac at MSP Airport.
What? Girl, you are lost.
Meyer says that up to 20 hens and 2 roosters now stay with her at this time. But at the peak last year, she said she was accepting 30 roosters a week.
A week?
So that got her notice by St. Paul Animal Services, which ticketed Meyer last October and again in March for having a rooster with no permit to own chickens.
Boo.
Roosters are prohibited in St. Paul, and a rooster permit in Minneapolis costs $110. Not that she lives in Minneapolis anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So she disputes the need for a permit, arguing that the work is within her rights as an Ojibwe tribal member with federal protections. Okay, back to the Hmong population. Mm-hmm. For St. Paul resident Va Shang and others, chickens are crucial for religious ceremonies addressing birth, life, and death. They use chickens in a lot of their
I love that.
traditions.
Mm-hmm.
So Shang, age 42, started raising chickens for the first time this year to provide for his family and their ceremonies. Many Hmong people who immigrated to Minnesota brought cultural practices involving chickens. Shang explains that the birds are considered guides for spirits of the deceased, wards against sickness, and vital nutritional support for women giving birth.
Ugh.
Many still believe in those customs, but turned from tradition to adjust to city laws, returning chickens to farms after ceremonies instead of sacrificing them.
Mm-hmm.
But Shang says St. Paul's restrictions forced him to raise fowl outside the city limits, and he believes residents are being ticketed while holding chickens for similar practices.
Mm.
He says, quote, "This is why a lot of the Hmong people community and Asian communities have these chickens in the city limits, and the city is making it tough for these Asian communities to hold their chickens."
Mm-hmm.
He said that in addition to that issue, the permit process can take months.
Yeah.
So St. Paul Animal Services did respond, but they were like, we're not trying to make it harder. We're trying to work with the neighbors. But okay, this is their PR response. I'm just going to skip it. Scores of Minnesotans are turning to co-ops and community-supported agriculture shares to save money on eggs, as we just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Many more are turning back to backyard chicken coops. Just 27 people applied for chicken permits in St. Paul in 2019. That jumped to 62 in 2020.
That makes sense. Everybody's home.
And it still it's 56 in 2021. So far this year, at least 29 people have applied for a permit. That's a lot of people having chickens.
Yeah.
Tony
and I think that
Schendel-
article was from May. So that was only, that's only like what? January, February, March, April, May, 5 months into the year. They've got 29 permits. That's almost as many as they've gotten in an entire year in 2019.
Yep. So they say that they receive a new application almost every day. In Minneapolis, at least 52 residents applied for a chicken permit this year, compared with 74 permit applications through all of 2024.
Damn. Yeah.
So, yeah, lots of chickens. But also going back to like how chickens are filthy. About a quarter of all confirmed bird flu outbreaks in Minnesota have occurred in backyard flocks over the past 3 years. So that's 43 of the 186 sites affected.
Yeah. Be very, very mindful if you want to be a chicken person.
Yep. Keep them away from your pets. Keep them away from people. Like wash your hands. Keep them away from other birds to prevent
The spread.
H5N1.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that can be kind of gross. And then there's another woman named Mary Britton Klaus who co-founded Chicken Run Rescue with her husband from their North Minneapolis home in 2001. They quickly grew out of like space and money, so they moved to Elko in 2016. But she has recently moved back to the Twin Cities. The article says she declined to share her new location for fear people might start abandoning chickens on her property.
Yeah.
Again.
That's fair.
She says, quote, people think it's okay to take the unwanted roosters and drive them to remote areas and leave them there, but that is horribly cruel. So just around... Okay, I lied. This is my favorite part of the article. The chicken lady is tired. Miranda Meyer hopes more people support food sovereignty, but she wants to escape the permit dispute, leave Minnesota, and begin nesting for her firstborn son, who's due this fall.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
She's busy.
Yeah.
She's considering a homestead in Wisconsin, but wherever she goes, the chickens will be there. She says, quote, honestly, if it comes down to my chickens, I ain't getting rid of them at this point. I'm fighting for them, even Woody.
I wonder if she's like on TikTok, because I bet her content could really generate revenue if she were willing to do that, because people love animal content. But like you could absolutely use that social media money to support obviously your life and the arrival of your new baby, but also like these chickens that you care so much about. It's not cheap, cheap to keep them fed and healthy, provide vet care. Like she's really doing a lot and relying on a lot of community support to get it done, it sounds like.
She is, but I don't think you heard the funny part of that sentence.
What did I not hear?
She said, I'm fighting for all of them, even Woody. Woody, a chicken known to peck Myers' legs, clucked in response. Yeah, Meyer affirmed, even you.
Oh!
Woody knew his name.
Meanie.
Meanie Woody. She's going to fight for all of them, even Woody.
Even you. Woody, stop pecking at her. She's your mother.
She's pregnant.
And she's pregnant. Oh my God. Thank you, chicken lady.
That's the chicken lady. Thank you, chicken ladies.
Ugh.
And St. Paul, lighten up.
Lighten up.
Let the Hmong people have their ceremonies. Let the ladies save the chickens.
Let the indigenous woman save the chickens and provide sustainable food sovereignty to her community. How about?
How about?
This is a bad look, St. Paul. And they're usually the better in terms of like government between the two of us, Minneapolis, St. Paul. They have a way better mayor and way better city council than we do. Our ward representatives are trying. Some of them are really trying.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Oh, amazing.
I just know that St. Paul's creepy.
It
so
is.
Chickens are the most numerous bird in the world. In 2020, according to data from the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, or FAO, Schwartz, the global chicken population is over 33 billion.
Damn. I mean, yeah,
And
almost every single culture consumes chicken or chicken products.
And this number represents chickens alive at any given time, not the total number of chickens raised for food in that year.
Oh, yeah. There
Which
are
is
just a
much
lot
higher.
of chickens that are just chilling. Like the Florida Keys has like a major wild chicken like problem.
Yeah. They can't get rid of them though.
No.
Most of the world's chickens are located in China, which is the leading egg producer, followed by Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, and the US in that order, which is the world's leading producer of the meat chickens.
Okay.
So there's basically two kinds of domestic chickens. When factory farming took off after World War II, to make the process of raising chickens even more efficient, humans began selectively breeding chickens specifically for either meat or egg production.
Okay. I think we knew that from the nugget crime one.
I think so.
'Cause I know you've said that fact before.
Today there are modern, what they call broiler chickens. So these were selectively bred to grow very large very quickly, like within 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
That's their whole lifespan is just like a month and a half.
Oh, God.
Because they grow so fast, then they're processed. Then there are layer hens. These are bred to lay far more eggs than they would naturally. So
Okay.
they're both fucked up,
Modified, yeah.
modified. The first person, I love this, the first person to raise broiler chickens was a farmer from Ocean View, Delaware, and her name was Cecile Steele.
Okay.
Cecile Steele.
Stop the steal.
Don't stop. So Cecile was married to a guy named, I think his name was Wilmer. They were very, very poor. And she's like in her early 20s. She has red hair and she's reportedly kind of mean, but also deeply religious. So her husband gets a job with like the Coast Guard. So he's away for most of the time, and she is left to deal basically with the whole farm on her own. So this was a rough time in this area. They had a rampant strawberry fungus.
Oh.
They had a bad seafood, like oyster and fish harvests the last few years due to like high salinity in the water. They also used to grow abundant peaches in this area, but there was a peach blight that they called the yellows.
God, it's like all of the crops that they were used to growing and then like common food sources are getting fucked all in this same season, the same year.
Yeah, the same few years. So she would keep chickens, and she would keep like some extra chickens on hand to be able to have extra eggs that would basically supplement their income. So she could use the eggs to barter with the grocery store.
Oh, okay.
You know.
That's clever.
Yeah. If the crops were getting fucked, that she didn't have many other options. So in 1923, she ordered via catalog, 50 chicks, 50. She paid for 50 chicks, but due to a clerical error, she was accidentally shipped 500 chicks.
Oh, no.
So she's probably a bit pissed about this.
This sounds like a Cassandra Bowman prank call.
I don't know who that is.
You do, because I have asked you this before and you said you didn't know, and then I sent them to you. So it's this guy, who I believe is gay, who has this character. Hi, my name is Cassandra. It's Cassandra Bowman.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes these prank calls, and one of them was like pretending to be a credit card issuer or something like, or no, like an animal shipper company, and saying that like their credit card had been billed for like 50 goats, like all these things. And the mom on the other end of the phone is like freaking out, starting to yell at the kid, thinking that the kid had like ordered a bunch of goats. And they're like, oh yeah, we can't stop that payment. And they're already on their way. So we can't actually bring them back. This sounds like a fucking prank. 500 chickens?
Well, chicks. But yeah, 500. So she's like, what the fuck am I doing with this? First of all, they're going to be expensive to keep alive. I don't need this many. So she decided there wasn't anything she could really do about it. It's not like they had customer service. She had to just deal with it.
Oh my God.
So she decided to just lean in and keep them and then just sell them later as adult chickens for some kind of discounted rate.
Wow. Well, I mean, good for her.
Because she didn't pay for them in the first place.
No, she only paid for the 50 that she wanted. So sell the other 450 chickens and get your bag.
Right.
Good for her.
So she raised her first flock of 500 chickens, and she kind of had the brilliant idea of doing everything she could to make them fat.
Yeah.
She'd fatten them up.
So they sell well.
Well, at the time, people weren't really buying or selling chickens for their meat.
Oh, it was like just for the eggs.
They were primarily using chickens just for their eggs, so they were motivated to keep them alive for as long as they were laying eggs. And then as soon as they stopped laying eggs, when they were old and skinny, then they just used them for whatever meat they had. They weren't intentionally making fat chickens to be used for meat instead of eggs. So by the end of this run of 500 chickens, she ended up selling the 387 survivors that she was not using for eggs.
Wow. She kept a lot of them alive. That's like pretty fucking good.
Yeah. For like several months, they each weighed about 2 pounds, which was pretty good for that time. She sold them for 60 cents per pound to local restaurants and hotels. And she actually made quite a pretty profit off of this.
Let's go.
So in 1924, the next year, she doubled to 1,000 chickens. By 1926, she was ordering 10,000 chickens.
So the next year she ordered 100 and they accidentally sent her 1,000. Then the year after that, she ordered 1,000 and they accidentally sent her 10,000. She just keeps scamming the system.
Getting lucky with that same clerk.
I would demand that clerk.
I know.
That's my personal rep.
Get me Samantha.
Got me Samantha, the chicken calculator, the bad chicken calculator.
With the broken typewriter.
Her number machine is on the fritz.
Her computing set.
Her tabletop number computing set is on the fritz.
Her abacus has an extra bead. So by 1928, Wilmer had quit his job with the Coast Guard. So she invented this whole fucking industry, basically.
From the ground up, from the egg up.
By a total accident of a clerical error, she got 450 free chicks.
I'm obsessed.
They were poor before this.
Yeah. And now they're living.
Yep. So he quit his job and basically came home and was like, okay, I'll take this over now. My idea. Thanks.
Fuck you, Wilmer.
It wasn't until like decades later that it was more commonly attributed to Cecile.
He took the fucking credit. She saved their lives.
I know.
And he took the fucking credit. And it wasn't until like after her death or like during her life. I think
it wasn't until like the 80s. Somebody wrote a book about the chicken business and was like, okay, this is not how this went down. He was in the Coast Guard this whole time.
Oh, justice for what's her name?
Cecile Steele.
Cecile Steele.
Okay, so during this time, also some of Cecile Steele's neighbors began noticing her success and all of her fucking chickens.
Yeah.
And so they started raising chickens too. Oh, I forgot to tell one funny anecdote.
She like taught her neighbors.
Yeah, or they just kind of picked up on it. But there was no shortage of business. Like they were barely competing with, people were going nuts for chickens.
Incredible.
But I guess when she got the 500 chicks and was like, where the fuck am I supposed to put all of these? She found a piano box and put them all in a piano box while she went to like some dude she knew who was a lumberman.
To make a bigger coop or...
To make a big shed for her to keep them in. And that shed is on the U.S. National Register of Historic Places, so you can still visit it today.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So by
She commissioned a shed and Wilmer took this is the worst.
Yeah, I know. So by 1928, when he did take over, they were one of the first of about 500 farmers who were then raising broiler chickens on the Delmarva Peninsula.
Wow. So she literally launched the like commercial chicken industry for that region.
For like the country.
Like nowhere else was doing this in the US?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought you just meant like
not on an industrial level the way that she was doing.
That's badass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nowhere else was raising purposely fattened chickens to sell as meat and have nothing to do with the eggs.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the timing for this industry to pop up was perfect because I will note that she wasn't the first one to attempt to do this.
Sure. She
was the first one who succeeded at it.
Thrived.
Yeah. So the roaring 20s economy in nearby big cities meant millions of families had the financial wherewithal to put chicken meat on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember when, I think this was around FDR time when he gave the speech about a chicken in every pot. I think that was FDR. But having chicken
Siri,
for dinner was like a sign of prosperity.
Which president said a chicken in every pot?
The phrase "a chicken in every pot" was coined by Herbert Hoover during his 1928 presidential campaign.
1928.
Fuck Herbert Hoover, but sure, yeah.
Fuck Hoover, but
he said it. He said it.
He said it, and I had the time frame correct.
You did. You were really close.
I was very close. Okay, transportation improvements, refrigeration advances, and the rise of chain grocery stores made getting product to those customers a simple, speedy affair.
Damn.
So this Delmarva area proved to be a perfect place for this fledgling industry with its mild climate, sandy soils, abundant lumber, cheap labor, and proximity to these big city markets.
Mm-hmm.
By 1973, 50 years later, the industry processed 3 billion chickens per year.
Holy shit.
In 73. So like I said, that first broiler house, they're called a broiler house because they're broiler chickens.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can visit it today if you're in Delaware, Dover, somewhere like that.
Is the little red?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
Uh-huh. There's some other pictures of it like through the years.
Wow.
I think there's a picture of Cecile.
Is this Cecile and Wilmer and their kids?
Cecile is the one on the far right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Cecile, Wilmer, and they have 2 little kids.
That's
and look
a
at all those.
lot.
Look at all those
chickens.
It
Holy
kind of makes my skin
shit.
crawl.
That's too many in one
I
spot.
know.
I don't like it.
I know.
I mean, good for you, girl, but The first commercial broiler house.
Yeah.
1923. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her dress in her portrait. She's giving a little bit of who's that very tall female politician of like the late 80s, early 90s who always wore the suits.
Oh, Paula Poundstone?
No, not Paula Poundstone.
I guess she's not a
Janet
politician.
Reno?
Oh, it's giving.
She had like the
Janet
short,
Reno.
dark cropped haircut.
Yeah.
And a very like industrial, like usually bright red with big old shoulder pads and like big gold buttons down the front.
Squared off shoulders.
Square as a piano box.
Okay, I'm putting a picture of her on the drive.
Right?
Is absolutely.
It's kind of corporate wants you to find the difference. Her portrait, I could see. Oh my God! No.
Wait for it. Okay, refresh.
Oh,
Refresh.
they're the same. They're the same hair.
Look at their eyes. They have the same eyes. We have the same neckline.
The same broad shoulders. Same earrings. I'm not okay.
This is crazy.
The photo, Reno 2. Oh my God. Cecile. Cecile Long Steele.
She played the long game and invented an entire new industry.
The long steel game.
Jesus.
Good for her.
Yeah, Janet Reno was the first female AG of the United States.
Not the first chicken manufacturer.
Broiler chicken
Broiler
racer.
chicken racer.
Okay, I'm putting this image link in my notes.
Yeah.
For Janet Reno.
It needs to be sourced.
flwomensHallOfFame.org/bio/Janet Reno.
Incredible. What a source.
Okay, I just have a couple more things to tell you. Just a couple more fun chicken facts.
Andrea desperately trying to figure out how that source could possibly be connected to chicken crimes. Nobody tell her.
Listen, it's a journey that is best taken accompanied by us.
Cue the Andrea text. Are you sure you meant to include this? Yup.
I tried to reverse Google search this.
I
and
could
nothing's coming
not
up.
find it.
Is this an original?
What is this? Incredible.
Okay, so chickens were domesticated about 8,000 years ago and evolved from the red jungle fowl, which are tropical birds that live in the jungle.
Okay.
These wild birds fly to escape predators and to roost high up in trees.
Yeah.
So today's domesticated chickens can still fly, assuming their skeletal and muscular structures haven't been compromised because of their breeding. But really up to like a tree.
Yeah. Which I have seen, and it is crazy. It is crazy looking.
Like I said, they can recognize up to 100 faces of chickens or humans.
Don't like that.
They experience REM sleep, which means they have dreams.
No.
Chickens dream. They make about 30 different calls to communicate with each other, including chirping to their eggs.
Oh.
And they also purr.
Oh. They're so cute and terrifying, and they're dinosaurs, but chickens are fucking cool.
They're cool because they're weird.
Mm-hmm.
They have literal pecking orders, so they have a complex social hierarchy in their flocks.
How odd. Don't crows have that too? A social
Probably
hierarchy?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
But crows can do all of these things like times 10.
Oh, yeah. Crows are some of the smartest birds, aren't they? They can even be taught to speak.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I gotta train my crows, man.
Got to. Start leaving them shinies.
Chickens, like I said, are highly intelligent. They use their lived experiences to inform their decision making.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. I mean, they're not always smart all the time. Chickens are kind of dumb.
Well,
but
yeah, it's not like having a dog or a cat, but they're more intelligent than we give them credit for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They are able to see not only color vision like us, but also ultraviolet light.
Oh, wow.
I think they have more types of rods in their eyes.
Cool.
So they can see technically better than we can.
Wow.
And if you've ever wondered what causes the difference between brown eggs and white eggs, although nutritionally they are exactly the same, the brown versus white eggs depends on the breed of the hen. But it's not the color of the feather that indicates what color the eggshell will be. It is the color of the chicken's earlobes.
What?
Yeah.
First of all, chickens have earlobes?
Yeah. Just the space around their ears.
Okay, I'm looking at your pictures.
Hens with red earlobes will lay brown eggs, and hens with white earlobes generally lay white eggs.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
That's a rooster. But if this were a hen who lays eggs, she would lay red or brown eggs because that chicken has a red
earlobe. Oh, weird.
So that's bizarre.
That's so odd.
So odd.
Oh,
Chicken ears.
I wonder why it's specifically the earlobe, because at least on this animal, the earlobe and the comb. But do female chickens not have a comb?
I guess maybe they do. Because all of these
the comb,
chickens
the
have
wattle, and the earlobe are all the same color, at least on this chicken.
Okay, here, I'm going to put up another picture.
I'm so locked in right now. I'm really sorry. I've been puffing my wingsuit this entire time.
So yeah, I guess they all have combs.
Yeah, and a wattle. But yeah, you're totally right. The earlobe is not the same color as the wattle and the comb.
Yeah?
Necessarily. Wow.
Because I'm looking at a white chicken with white earlobes, a
Yep.
white chicken with red earlobes, a brown chicken with red earlobes.
Yep.
So I can only assume there are brown chickens with white earlobes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
One of the chickens, I had a fresh egg at this Airbnb that we rented in Topanga, California several years ago. And we could go get fresh eggs every morning from the chicken coop that was outside.
Fun.
It was awesome. But a couple of the chickens were like bluish green. And they were totally
Weird.
safe to eat.
Oh, the eggs or the chickens?
Sorry, the eggs.
You said
I totally said the chickens.
was
The
like,
eggs.
What?
Well, and in one of these chicken lady photos,
Yeah.
where she's holding the eggs, the bottom right one is kind of
Bluish
a greenish blue color. That's totally what some of these eggs look like. So next time I'm gonna look at their fucking earlobes.
Yeah, look at their goddamn lobes.
Cool.
Well, that does it for me.
Amazing. You did great.
There was a lot to learn
Yes,
that we
there
haven't
was.
already covered.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Proud of me too.
Yeah, great. All
Been a
right.
great birthday.
It's been a great birthday. I am blessed and highly favored. All right, let's take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors. Unless, of course, you're an Uncorked subscriber, and then this will just make a sound and then be the rest of the episode. So get over there. And then we'll go back and get to my section.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Join us on Uncorked. So the not so fun fact that has been burned into my mind and I can't stop thinking about ever is that we are eating about a credit card's worth of plastic every week because of microplastics in our food, our water, like so many places that are terrifying. And it might seem like there's very little that you can do to reduce that plastic waste that leads to these microplastics, but honestly, there is something you can do. And what I'm doing to limit my household intake of microplastics is switching to Blue Land. I have been a Blue Land customer for years, and it is amazing. That is why we've made the switch to Blue Land across all the cleaning products around our house. Their products meet the highest standard of clean. They're effective yet gentle on our household, our family, our planet. And Blue Land was also named an EPA Safer Choice Partner of the Year. From cleaning sprays and toilet bowl cleaner to dishwasher and laundry detergent tablets, Blue Land's formulas are 100% microplastic free, made with certified clean ingredients, free from chlorine, bleach, and harsh chemicals that are safe to use around your family, your pets, your plants. Like plants get dusty and you want to, clean their leaves off. This is literally a safe like cleaning solution for keeping your plants from getting dusty. I personally love not having to choose between the safe option and what actually gets the house clean. Blue Land is the best.
Yeah, I find that there is a great Blue Land product for pretty much any like household cleaning
Everything
task that I do. At least the things that I have my hands on and in most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Land's products are independently tested to perform alongside major brands and are free from dyes, bleach, harsh chemicals. You might think like, oh, how good could a glass cleaner be that's this good for the environment? Like it's not actually going to work. It's good.
Yeah.
Their foaming hand soap is my favorite. I am not kidding you. I get compliments from guests
On the scent,
on how good hand soap smells. And they just have all of their products in these beautiful bottles that you can leave out. You just drop in a tab, add some water, let it sit for a couple minutes. That's it. Amanda, I know you love your dishwasher tablets.
Girl.
Even
They're
like
so
the things
good.
the things you've been roughest on, like you make a lasagna. You might be nervous to stick that pan in the dishwasher without
I
like
made
a pre-soak.
I made
rinse aid.
steaks on the stove last night in a pan. They were so delicious. But like that was a cleaning task. And all I had to do was rinse them and put them in the dishwasher. They came out looking crystal clear today.
Yeah, the laundry tablets are just as effective. They're toilet tablets. Even if my toilet's not like dirty, I just like to drop it in. It's like an Alka-Seltzer for your toilet.
It smells good too. That lemon scent is so nice.
Yeah, so just be easier on yourself and also on the planet and also what you put in your body, and check out Blue Land. And now through July 7th, shop their 4th of July sale and get up to 25% off. So you got to go to blueland.com, check them out, tell them the gals sent you. Summer's pretty busy. You got home improvement projects. You want to do all the self-care in the world. It feels very good outside. The kids are out of school. And it's summer. You want to go on a bike ride. You want to be outside. You just want to have some fun. And it is also the last season where you want to be spending a bunch of time in the kitchen, or worse, a bunch of time and money at the grocery store.
Bye-bye.
So make your summer both enjoyable and delicious by getting the #1 meal kit, as voted by USA Today's readers, HelloFresh.
We're obsessed with HelloFresh, and I genuinely believe that HelloFresh has helped me like be a better cook. I've never been a very good
Absolutely.
cook. But it just teaches you like simple processes that you can easily recreate, and also kind of pushes you outside of your comfort zone to like try making things maybe you've never tried before. So HelloFresh just makes it easier to fit quick home cooked meals into your schedule every week by curating delicious recipes that are sent right to your door. Some that we have made recently are the panko crusted chimichurri barramundi.
Hello.
Girl, right? I was like, what even? Oh my God. It's so good.
So good.
Sun-dried tomato grilled cheese sandwiches. And they also have over 100 seasonal snacks, sides, and treats. So this summer, HelloFresh has made it even easier to enjoy delicious, healthy, and homemade quality meals with their new ready-made meals. I'm so stoked about this. Like you said, it's busy. Kids are in camp and like running around all day and going to activities, and you're packing for that vacation. And who has time? Who has time?
Not
So
me.
get yourself, these heat and go HelloFresh meals that are chef crafted, flavorful dishes, and they're ready in just 3 minutes. So you could dig in, you could fuel up, and you could go do your summer thing, okay? My mouth is already watering looking at the Southwest-inspired chicken bowl. Get out of here. The stir-fried udon with pork and veggies.
Oh, my Lord.
There's also this one's going to absolutely blow your mind. A creamy Alfredo truffle cavatappi pasta.
Please. You've
I
gotta
can't stop. Indian-inspired chicken paired with turmeric rice. Come on. And the best part, these are all ready to eat after a quick spin in that microwave, baby.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Every HelloFresh meal uses high-quality ingredients, including seasonal fresh produce, proteins that travel from the farm to your doorstep, and are simple with easy-to-follow recipe cards or simple heat 'em and eat 'em options. Most of the recipes that you're making from scratch are done in 30 minutes or less. It's so quick. Choose from 60 recipes every week, including prep and bake and ready-made meals, plus 100 plus market items to add on to breakfast, lunch, and more. So you can add a couple little things if you just want to like take care of some of your shopping through HelloFresh, delivered right to your doorstep, and so flexible that you can pause or skip whenever you need. You got all that summer travel, something isn't going to work out. Maybe there's a barbecue on Friday, so you don't need that meal. Don't worry, log in, you can skip it. It's so easy.
Make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at hellofresh.com/gals10fm and get 10 free meals with a free item for life. That's hellofresh.com/gals10fm for 10 free meals and a free item in every box. hellofresh.com/gals10fm. 1 per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. Just for the record, all chickens have a comb because this helps regulate their body temperature. That's why they have a wattle too.
It takes in cool breezes or warmth and
It
distributes
lets them
it.
sweat, I guess.
Oh, like dog tongues.
Chickens do have ears, but they're hidden by the feathers on the side of the head. When the feathers are pushed aside, their ear openings appear. Jesus. There's no outer ear, but chickens do have earlobes that can be clearly seen. The color of a hen's earlobes determines the color her eggs will be.
That's fucking crazy. All right. Well, thank you for that update.
You're welcome.
I, on the other hand, have provided or at least assembled today a more Gossip at the Corpse Cart style segment.
Thank God.
Because, yeah, again, I didn't want to be sad. I just wanted to read funny chicken news. And to get us started, there's just something so deeply satisfying about chickens wasting cops' time and resources. And it's very common because, like, a lot of people have chickens, and a lot of times the police are the first call before you're connected to animal control. And so they'll just like send a squad, especially if a chicken is like disrupting traffic. And then there are
At MSP,
you can find so many videos of cops having to chase chickens around. And I love it so much. Keep wasting their time. So I first Googled police blotters involving chickens.
Okay.
And here are some of the things that I discovered. This is from Yahoo News. Foul play. Springfield police apprehend fugitive chicken after feathered crime spree.
Apprehend.
Hen. The Springfield Police Department announced Tuesday that officers had apprehended, used it again,
Oh, God.
a chicken.
We get it.
We get it, Yahoo.
We heard your joke.
We get it, Haley Kachonsky, Eugene Register Guard for Yahoo News. A chicken after it was spotted causing a commotion in the patrol parking lot of the Springfield Justice Center near 4th and A Streets. It was literally taunting them in their own parking lot. According to the department, officers arrested Penelope the parking lot chicken of Springfield at around 9 a.m. Tuesday.
Her given name.
Her given name. Penelope had reportedly been on the run from police for more than 48 hours. An extensive manhunt was underway. Until Springfield police officers negotiated a peaceful surrender by offering the chicken fresh watermelon. So stupid. I have a
Negotiated a peaceful surrender.
by offering the chicken fresh watermelon. Now, I need you to know that this is not what you picture in your mind when you think about a chicken.
Oh, God. What is it?
I have a screenshot from this police department's Instagram account where they posted about this. And one of the cops is holding the chicken.
He looks so happy.
This chicken.
The cop, not the chicken.
This chicken is fucking gorgeous. This chicken looks like Lisa Rinna in like a couture, like Black Swan level gown with a white feathered crown.
Oh my God, that is a show chicken.
She looks like I love her so much. She's such a diva.
She looks like Natalie Portman at the end of
Black
Black Swan.
She legitimately does.
Oh my God, she's so dramatic.
She's so fucking dramatic.
I can't get over this cop's face.
So it says Penelope was lodged at the Springfield Municipal Jail on criminal mischief in the first degree, hit and chicken run, and attempt to escape. Officers were working on Wednesday to find Penelope's owner. And yeah, that's so they made the post online with that criminal mischief.
It's chick.
I mean, it's so stupid. I love it.
love
And
it.
I love the, like, it was already funny, but when I found the picture of the chicken, I couldn't fucking believe it.
It does look like Lisa Rinna.
Like, it looks like a Real Housewife with her flip hair. I can't. Okay.
Well, maybe Dorinda.
Yes. Oh, totally. Totally. Dorinda in a strong wind.
Yeah.
So, down in Arkansas, this happened again. This is from care11news.com. Chicken leads police officer on hilarious chase. An officer in Arkansas had to pull in some extra legwork to wrangle a bothersome bird. Lucky for us, it was all caught on camera. So I have some screenshots because his body cam was going the whole time. Oh, this might be screenshots from a different body cam. This, again, I have a bunch of these. But anyway, a rookie officer in Arkansas recently had to put in some extra legwork to wrangle a bothersome bird when a woman couldn't get it off her apartment porch. In a Facebook post, the Jonesboro Police Department said patrol officer Nathan Swindle chased down the chicken while his field training officer, Corporal Maurice Kinnard, looked on. Body camera video of the poultry pursuit showed residents, Officer Swindle, and his fellow patrolmen laughing as the chicken repeatedly evaded capture, at one point resisting arrest by hiding under a car. Yeah, so this is the body cam. You can see the cops trying to get under the car. The cops is like, or the chicken at one point is just like in the road in front of a CVS. Running.
Oh my God, there's 2 cops lying down trying to get.
Waste their time, girl.
Oh my God.
Do it. After nearly 2 minutes,
She's just
Swindle got the clucker in his clutches.
surprised they didn't shoot it.
Oh, seriously. Quote, he responded just in time to save the day and help the resident get inside her apartment. So the woman's trying to get home, and this chicken's on her porch and, like, won't let, you shall not pass. So she called the cops.
Give it a magic bean.
Right?
Kick it.
That's all it wants.
I know.
So they did return the chicken to its owners, but body cam footage of this chicken running around had me too entertained.
She's literally blurred crossing
because
the
she's
road.
running so fast.
She's a chicken crossing the road.
So now we have the answer.
To get to CVS.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from the fucking cops. Okay.
She was being chased down.
Yup. Okay, this is an actual police blotter. It reads, noise complaint, Lake Avenue. Police received a call about a disturbance possibly involving people fighting about 10 a.m. August 8th. An officer arrived and found out there was no argument. However, 2 women who were house sitting tried to feed the owner's backyard chickens, and one of the birds got out. The women got, quote, a little loud while trying to round up the fleeing bird.
Well, that would be us.
Yeah.
House sitting for Josh.
One of the ducks gets out. We're screaming.
Screaming at 10 a.m.
Wait, why would this exactly be that? Holy shit.
Someone's calling the cops on us.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, I have 2 more quickies. First, you can't talk chicken crimes without mentioning the viral incident at the Minecraft movie.
Oh my God. This is so stupid.
It's the worst.
Oh, I hate it.
I took screenshots of the TikTok of this so that you can see what I'm referencing. But this is from the Salt Lake Tribune, sltrib.com. Provo fans, of course it's Provo, brought a chicken to a Minecraft screening and it went viral.
Oh my God, the popcorn flying.
Oh, I would be livid if I worked at that theater.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck? The brain rot of this, the internet brain rot of this like specific Minecraft generation, the same brain rot that brought us like Skibbity Toilet I would want like personal vengeance. I would sue for damages. I know that every generation talks about like how
The kids these days.
but like this shit is unhinged. I can't.
Be more like Greta Thunberg,
Thank
please.
Videos circulating on social media show an unusual guest attending a Tuesday night showing of a Minecraft movie in Provo, a live chicken. The movie's director, Utah resident Jared Hess, told the Salt Lake Tribune that the antics in the videos are pretty on point for some farm boy shenanigans.
Oh, God.
The videos shot at the Cinemark Provo 16 in the Provo Town Center are part of a viral trend that started shortly after the movie's nationwide release on April 4th. The trend centers on Jack Black's character, Steve, seeing a baby zombie riding a chicken and says, "Chicken jockey." And I guess this line causes the entire theater to scream it with him, throw popcorn, and erupt from their seats.
Who?
Why? And they got inspired. That was like a line that was in the trailer. So they hadn't even seen the movie yet. And then they all went to the movie and were so excited to hear the line from the trailer and prepped to like freak out about it.
Oh my God.
It's so weird. I
It's
don't
so
understand.
stupid.
And I don't like what I don't understand. At this particular screening, someone is atop another person's shoulders. You can see it in the TikTok screenshot I took. And pulls out a live chicken, holding it up triumphantly as snacks fly. The popcorn is blasting out around him from everyone. The whole theater's screaming. It was chaos.
The chicken can't be okay.
The chicken isn't in this person's possession anymore, but the chicken wasn't harmed, fortunately. The videos end with the theater's house lights coming on, and according to posts, the people who brought the chicken were kicked out. They had to like shut down the screening.
Well, yeah. How are you going to go back and sit and watch the rest of the movie with that?
So frustrating.
There's poop everywhere. There's popcorn everywhere.
Oh.
Everything's sticky.
It's
You'd have to rewind it back to before it started. It'd probably happen again.
It's ridiculous. An employee who answered the phone at the Cinemark Provo 16 theater confirmed Friday that the video was taken there, and it was the first showing with that extreme of a reaction. Cinemark's corporate offices did not immediately respond to a request for comment. So no one answered the phone at their office. So the director, Hess, in an interview said, "It's been fun to see the chicken jockey trend take flight." Quote,
Fuck you.
Right. "I've been watching all the videos and laughing my brains out," Hess said. "I don't think any of us would have anticipated this kind of reaction, but I'm just glad that families and friends are making memories of the movie." Yeah.
Did he not hear? That's the stupidest response I've ever heard.
It's pretty ridiculous. He said he was like aware of that it was going viral. It started at a school, blah, blah, blah. Someone who was being annoying at their sister's house. It's like he's totally buying into or feeding into like the kid brain rot of it all.
Yeah.
It was just something that happened, he said. It started organically. You can never manufacture that kind of stuff. Hess shared some of the other videos he's enjoyed, featuring someone giving an impassioned Minecraft speech before the film rolls, little kids giggling with glee throughout the movie, and a line of men, the post says, are Marines waiting outside a theater.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. But obviously other people are not feeling chill about the bird being sunk into the theater and the well-being of the bird, as well as theater workers. I mean, it's like you said, the poop everywhere. You know, a lot of people seeing these videos did not laugh their brains out. They, similar to us, were like, what the fuck? Is that bird okay? And B, look at this massive mess that these minimum wage, kid employees are going to have to fucking clean up after you. It's some bullshit.
Yeah. It's just really, I don't mean to sound like an old man, but it's very disrespectful.
It is disrespectful. It is. It's not cool. So Hess said that, quote, "Of course, there's a line audiences shouldn't cross. You don't want anyone to get hurt," he said. "You don't want anyone's experience to be bad." So he just added that in after being like, "Oh my God, these videos are so funny." Basically,
my ass off.
Yeah. But he said, fans of the film, people that have grown up with Minecraft that are so passionate about it, I'm just thrilled that they're having fun and enjoying it. There's more fun things to come that the studio has planned, so it'll be a lot of fun in the coming weeks. Okay, bye.
Okay.
How about tell your brain rot followers not to smuggle chickens into movie theaters because it's not chill for the chicken or for the people trying to see the movie. How about
People work
that?
there.
It's super not chill.
Okay.
Okay, I have one more article for you. It is my absolute favorite. This is 100% a point that I would take up arms for.
Okay.
And I stand with the quote unquote aggressor in this scenario. But it's pure chaos. This is from WGNTV.com. And this is from last year. 2 arrested after bland chicken sparks brawl involving gun, knife, and bug spray. This is from Georgetown County of South Carolina. 2 siblings, of course it's siblings, fighting.
Oh, yeah.
2 siblings in South Carolina were arrested and charged with assault after insults over unseasoned chicken turned into a brawl involving Raid bug spray, a gun, and a knife.
Oh, my God.
It escalates so quickly. Deputies were called to a home in Georgetown County on Sunday night about an assault in progress, according to a Georgetown County Sheriff's Office report. When Deputy Kyle Burns and Corporal Simpson arrived, they were told the situation began when Anthony Harper was asked by his sister Hope Harper, quote, why he didn't season the chicken that was cooking so it could crust up, the report said.
So it could crust up.
And you know what, girl? Yeah.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. Anthony Harper then told his sister he believed their grandmother would season it, after which Hope Harper called him a dumb dog, according to the report. Police said Anthony Harper then shoved his sister into a table and punched her about 5 times. So I think Anthony is the fucking aggressor and not Hope.
He is a dumb dog.
Yeah. The 2 continued to fight alongside another victim, according to the report, until someone else in the home came into the room and fired a 9mm handgun into the ceiling to break them up.
Gun violence is not funny.
No, but I kind of don't blame this person for being get the fuck off of her.
Yeah. Taken together, all of these things.
Hope Harper then went into the kitchen and grabbed a steak knife, at which point Anthony Harper, fearing for his life, ran to his grandmother's door.
Oh my God.
Hope Harper started swinging the knife toward her brother, but their grandmother came out of her room, grabbed a broom, and started swatting Hope Harper until she walked away from her brother. You woke up
You
Meemaw.
don't want grandma stepping in.
You woke up Meemaw, and she's gonna fucking swat you with the broom, okay? Y'all cut it out. Put
the damn knife down.
Anthony Harper then grabbed a can of Raid bug spray and sprayed Hope Harper on the face and neck.
Oh my
Hope
God.
then grabbed the can and sprayed him back.
You guys.
You guys, Meemaw with the broom. Deputies said both Anthony and Hope Harper chose to press charges against the other. Yeah, I bet. But justice for Hope, he fucking punched first, according to this. So
Yeah. Who fired the gun?
some an unnamed third party.
Okay.
Not Meemaw.
Not grandma.
Not Meemaw.
Oh my God.
No. Yeah. So
We don't actually know who fired the gun.
they were the most reasonable person in the room.
Probably the baby.
Meemaw with the broom fucking took me out. I was like, hell yeah, get it. Okay, the 2 were arrested and booked into the Georgetown County Detention Center. Anthony Harper was booked on 2 charges of assault and battery, 1 in the 3rd degree and 1 in the 2nd. Hope Harper faces 1 charge of assault and battery in the 3rd degree. So clearly, even in their booking, it was like, Anthony, you started this.
Yeah.
You did this.
I hope they rode in the same cop car together, just in the back seat.
The cops they can't even swat them with a newspaper because they have the bars between. Cut it out, you 2. Both Anthony and Hope Harper were released on bond. So I'm not sure where they're at now or how they're doing, but
Hopefully separated.
Justice for Hope Harper.
Yeah.
She was right.
Yeah.
The chicken was not seasoned.
No. I thought Grandma would do it. Fuck you.
No, you're the one cooking. Don't assume a woman is going to come in and do...
From her nap.
Yeah, and do the labor that you were assigned to do.
What a dick.
Justice for meemaw. Justice for Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here, Anthony. All right, those are my chicken crime coverages today.
Okay, but wait.
What?
I have one more detail involving Cecile Steele
What?
that I totally forgot to include.
No, what?
Something you said. I don't remember what you said, but it reminded me. Okay, so they make all their money. They eventually buy a yacht called the Lure.
What?
And one day they're out on their yacht and the engine exploded and the whole boat exploded and they both died. That's how they died.
Wait.
In a boat explosion.
Wait.
Yeah.
Cecile and
Boats.
Wilmer
Yeah.
died in a yacht explosion?
That's how they ended up dying.
I mean, this is what they got too rich. The money went to their head. They got a yacht. They died in
They got a yacht. It exploded.
Ooh, the hubris. They'd come. So how old were they? Do we know?
I can find out for you really quick. Cecile Steele yacht explosion.
How the fuck do you die in a yacht explosion?
Let's see. It says, alas, the life of luxury that Cecile and Wilmer had earned through their labors wasn't meant to last. On October 7th, 1940, so only 17 years after, so she would have been in her late 30s.
Oh no.
The Steeles took 3 guests out fishing on the Lure. They were off of Ocean City, Maryland, I guess, Delaware, I don't know, when the carburetor backfired, igniting gasoline fumes and setting off an explosion.
No.
The 3 guests survived, but both Steeles died, leaving 4 children behind.
Oh my God.
They are buried at Mariners Bethel United Methodist Church in Ocean View.
Holy shit.
It was a $10,000 yacht. They also built themselves a new house along the main drag in Ocean View, and it is now a cafe, so you can eat dinner in the house that they built after they got a bunch of money.
I am obsessed with these chicken farmer people. This is I can't believe you were going to leave that out.
And in 1937, Wilmer, who only went to school through the 3rd grade, I think his mom died when he was little. His dad was a quote unquote cripple.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
So that, I mean, he only went to school through the 3rd grade. He actually ran and won election to the state senate.
Wilmer did?
Wilmer did.
Listen, capitalism.
Yeah.
He's a powerful man in business. They want him in the government.
Yeah. And then they died in a boat explosion.
That's nuts.
I know. I
That
can't believe I almost left that out.
That's beyond. Holy shit. What a way to end this episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, then they died in a boat explosion. Special thanks.
Forgot to mention, after he became a state senator, they died in a yacht explosion.
That's some like Kennedy family curse shit.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well done, us.
We did a great job. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. If you're on Uncorked, you didn't hear a single damn ad this whole episode.
No, and thank you, Eel Selmer.
Thank you, Eel.
What a fun topic.
Eel, get back to your pit.
Eel, clean your pit.
Eel, make.
Make. Eel, make.
Oh. I gotta go.
Fucking yuck. Okay, we love you. Bye.
Bye. Like what you see?
Check out more episodes and become a member to unlock exclusive content.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.